Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 1 of Life with Anime Podcast, where you come to be entertained, find some escape and relief, and where we talk about the impact that anime has on our lives. And we are your hosts, Family Man Joe
and Mr. Music Major. So, let's begin. Anime news. First of all, Verve. Joe's going to kill me because
not Verve.
I call it Verve,
VRV.
but other people call it VR. I've heard it both. It's Verve and or VRV. But for Joe's sake, VRV is now merging with Crunchyroll and will cease all operations on their app starting May the 8th. But good news, if you have any credits or any watch list or anything like that, they will be carried over to Crunchyroll. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Crunchyroll has your back. But I will say, Verve/VRV, we will miss you.
I've never used it, so I could care less at this point. I really can't.
I'm just saying, Verve had it to where you could get VRV, Crunchyroll, and High Dive.
I mean, at this point, Crunchyroll is basically the Disney of anime, so everybody just might as well merge into Crunchyroll at this point. Like,
it's going to happen soon. I guarantee.
There's really no point in watching. I mean, there's some spots that have anime that Crunchyroll doesn't have, right? But like for the most part, Crunchyroll's pretty much got your one-stop shop for anime. So.
I'm just saying, if High Dive gets in with Crunchyroll, rap. Call it.
I've never used High Dive.
Oh man,
I've been a
I'll put you onto some anime
guy. Maybe some Netflix, depending on what I need. But
I'll put you on some.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Next bit of news. It's not the most exciting one, but some good one. Some good news. Boruto is on hiatus. It's about time. They're on hiatus. They need some work.
But I will say, the manga, it's decent. It's okay. It's really decent.
Decent enough for all these Boruto fans to say Chapter 79 is better than all of One Piece.
Okay,
decent?
So if
decent?
let me tell you, if you know the lore that's coming with Boruto, you might say it. I'm not saying.
I've seen some stuff, and I'm not gonna spoil because I can't say spoil anyway because it's out. But what I've seen, the little skimming that I've done, how you like to skim.
But do you know the storyline?
It ain't. I don't care.
Do you
it's
know
not
the
better than
storyline?
all of One Piece. All of One Piece.
Oh no! Now who's saying that?
All these Boruto fans that was coming at One Piece after 79 dropped.
Again, I don't believe that at all. First of all, there will be very few, and this will be in my lifetime and Joe's lifetime. We will die. But there will be very few that will touch One Piece as far as journey, as far as storyline, as far as character development. Very few and far in between.
One Piece has too much going for it. Way too much.
Like that.
Way too much going for it.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Also, in other anime news, thank you Crunchyroll again. Saint Seiya is now a dubbed in Crunchyroll, and let me just say, I enjoy my dubbed. I don't care whether it's dub versus sub. I enjoy my dubbed, but I will say, Saint Seiya's dubbed. Think of Yu Yu Hakusho, and then Saint Seiya is maybe like a little bit under it. Saint Seiya
that's some high praise.
Really good. That's
some high praise from Preston since Yu Yu is his favorite anime of all time. So,
and I'm just saying. And by the way,
and I've never seen it. By the way,
and that's what I was going to get into. Joe has had it on his watch list for years.
Yeah, years.
What's going on?
I just never got around to it. It's been at the bottom. It gets pushed down every time I add something else to the watch list, so I never see it and I forget about it. I don't know. One Piece.
Okay, fine. Fine.
But that's only been for the past 8 months. I can't speak.
Hey, come on! Don't tell on yourself. I was trying to give you a way out.
I can't speak for the previous years before that.
Fine. But Saint Seiya,
Preston says it's that good.
Yes. So go check it out.
Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out.
It's really good. Absolutely.
But, all right. This shouldn't even really fall under anime news category, but we're just going. It should just have its own little segment. One Piece live action. Oda has come out and spoken. We love Oda. My man needs to take better care of himself. Rumor has it, on average, he's sleeping 3 to 4 hours. I appreciate the grind, but I need you to go ahead and take care of yourself.
Like severe gout. And if you know what gout is another form of arthritis, but it is like,
man needs to go ahead and get some sleep. Go ahead, go touch some
Absolutely.
grass, because he for sure not touching grass. So,
mean,
but anyway,
but he's working for us, so we love you, Oda, for that.
I mean,
Oda
yeah, like I
is
said, I
the
appreciate
GOAT.
it. I appreciate
He's
it.
the GOAT.
We wouldn't have goat piece without Oda putting the work in, but him having all these health issues is going to then it. We may not see the One Piece. We may not see the One
no,
Piece.
we're going to see the One Piece, but
It-
I say
we
that
may
on
not
the-
see Oda's One Piece.
No,
We
we're
may
gonna
see
Oda's
somebody
One Piece
who
too.
takes.
No, we're
we may
going to
we may see
Oda's One
somebody.
Piece.
You're not gonna let me finish. We may see somebody else
Sure.
take over it, and the One Piece will then turn into what we don't want it to be, which is the power of friendship, and it's all
That
about the
is not
journey
gonna
rather
happen.
than
And you
something.
know that's
I
not
need the
gonna
actual
happen.
treasure. That's what Oda says. But if Oda
What's-
ain't here, then what?
So let me tell you what's not going to happen is what Hunter x Hunter is going. Whatever
Hey,
that's going
let's
on
not,
over there.
Let's hey, chill.
That's
out.
what's not gonna happen.
We here to talk about One Piece. We're not about to,
I'm fine, but
talk
don't
badly on
say
Hunter
that
x
Oda
Hunter.
finna
Let's not
do that. My man got.
I'm
back.
not saying it's Oda's fault. I'm saying he needs to take care of himself so it doesn't happen. That's all I'm saying.
agree
I just want
with
him
that.
to
I agree
be
with
healthy.
I agree
want
with
to be healthy.
100%.
But
I want
anyway.
also the writer of Hunter x Hunter to be healthy as well.
I do too. I need him to go ahead and finish this and then let them animate this so that we can be. I know. Maybe my kids will. Maybe my kids will be able to see.
Yeah,
final
but the
product.
crazy part is that we will be getting gone, and that
We will.
sucks.
I for sure will be gone. I for
We
sure
will
will
be
be
gone.
gone.
All right, but more about
Anyway,
One
back
Piece.
to
Go ahead.
back to the live action. So, Oda has come out and say that he will not let it release without his basically sign of approval, his thumbs up, which is nice to hear. It's nice to hear because there's a lot. I don't want to say there's a lot riding on it for the
It's a
sake
lot
of One
riding.
Piece, but there's a lot riding on as far as like the impact that it could have on the anime
Absolutely.
community. Because
'Cause
if
let's-
this live action does well, that'll bring. I feel like it'll bring a lot of people who don't watch anime, let alone watch One Piece, over to One Piece, over to anime in general. And we know there's some people out there. I can speak about my wife specifically that have watched live actions and then come to watch the cartoon version afterwards.
Hold
Avatar,
on. What
for
live
example.
action did she? Oh,
Yeah, Avatar. So which I will never watch. Ever.
did she like the live version?
She liked the live action. I don't know
Okay.
how.
Okay, I will
She
say.
liked the live action.
I will say. I understand why because if you don't have the background of what's going on as far as like Avatar: The Last then the movie is solid. Because you don't have the background to know what's going on in actual Avatar land. So the movie, it could be dope.
Like I said, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
It could be dope.
We'll see what happens. But
I'm just saying.
we do have some promise. We do got some promising stuff going on. We've seen who's doing the CGI. It's called Technicolor, I believe, is who's
Yes,
doing
sir.
it. And what we've seen them do as far as they are working on Prehistoric Planet 2, which is basically a bunch of dinosaurs and sea monsters and stuff like that. And it's actually been some solid CGI. I was
If you
impressed when I
see
saw it.
that. Yeah, if you see
I was
that CGI,
impressed.
yeah.
So with what we're gonna need CGI wise, from as far as Luffy just doing a gum punch to a Gatling gun to Onigiri from Zoro, which I don't know if we're gonna get that far, but
We're not gonna get
to
Onigiri.
the scenes, the locations where they're all at, and the monsters that the Sea Kings, like
But
it's
let
gonna
me-
be a
let-
heavy CGI.
Let me just say, everybody, let's just settle down, breathe it in. Like, this is the first time like an anime is going to use this type of CGI, go this far. Like, we're finna see Luffy in live throw a gum. Like, soak it
I'm
in. Don't be
excited.
so quick to judge. Just soak it in. Watch the episodes, watch the 8 episodes, and then judge. But bro, just soak it in.
Oh, people are gonna be judging from the jump, from the first 5 seconds. If it's something off in 5 seconds, it's over.
And I get
Which
that.
I
Joe,
might
but
be one of those people.
We've seen like what Oda could do with this. Like, we've seen clips. We've seen what the Sea Kings could look like. We've seen what the Baratier would look like. And it is and not to mention, like, dude is building these sets. Like
No,
the
yeah,
Baratier,
that's another
the
thing.
ship. He's building
That's another
these.
thing. Yeah, I've seen them. Obviously, they've released some stuff where they showed the ships. They showed Arlong's room, map room, or whatever it is, treasure room. Like they've put some work in now. They've definitely put some work in. So I don't. They have all the pieces. They have all
They
the
have
pieces.
all the pieces.
But we've seen many things.
Don't
Speaking
do
of the
that,
sports
man.
world, the football world, man, I'm not gonna name no teams.
I'm gonna name
not-
one.
it's not-
Cowboys be having all the pieces, and we be falling short year after year after year after year.
Oh man, I'm not gonna do that. But there's plenty of teams that either have all the pieces, missing one piece, and then grab that piece, and then
Absolutely.
worse than they were before they got that piece. So like Oda is QB1 for sure. He in there. He got all the control. He Tom Brady right now. But we'll see what happens.
He is,
see
and
what
like
happens.
like you said, he is not taking his hand out of the cookie jar. Like he said, he is not putting any of this out until it meets his expectations. So
Which
I have
like
faith
said,
in
I'm
that.
happy. Yeah,
I
we'll
have
see.
faith in that.
Little speaking, it made me think about this. But speaking of some CGI, some poor CGI. I forgot what the name of the show was, but that clip has definitely gone around the place where my boy, the dudes were in the farm, they were working on the farm, and then all of a sudden this beast type character comes
With
out
some
and it just
horns. Oh, it was so.
it was horrible. It was atrocious. Like I
And
don't know
then
who approved that. I don't know who let that slide. I don't know if someone that was supposed to approve it was sick that day and they didn't. But whoever let that out needs to be fired.
And then to go even further, and y'all know, like it's not in my top 10,
Oh.
but I am a fan of Demon Slayer. And
Yeah,
to
but
see
that koi fish?
that little fish,
That koi fish demon.
it was bad.
The thing is, it wasn't
good.
horrible. It wasn't horrible.
And that's what I'm saying. The CGI
But
was
it
good,
wasn't-
but it did not belong.
for
And
a
what we
show
saw,
that is
man.
carried by their animation that did not
It's not
meet-
carried by the
match
animation.
standards.
Let's not do that. We will not have this conversation
You
tonight.
know what? And thinking of talking about animation, let's just go a step further.
Let's go.
We had an animator. We had an animator come out and said, "This is the year of One Piece."
Crazy.
He said, forget Demon Slayer, forget JJK, forget Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War arc, forget all
Crazy.
that. 2023 is the year of One Piece. I'm excited.
Crazy.
I hope everything.
Listen.
I hope what he says is backed up.
No.
I hope so.
It's not. It's not. Joe, real
It better
quick,
be.
name those
It
three
better
again.
be.
Name those three again.
We got movie quality, Thousand Year Blood War.
Stop. No, we just found out that Bleach has a budget of $160,000
Per episode.
per episode to
That's insane.
make this
One Piece
movie
is 90.
quality that we see. Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. One Piece
is 90.
90,000.
But listen, did you see what if you've seen it, they've there's some people on Instagram and Twitter who have stopped frame by frame of the animation of One Piece lately.
It's really good. Like
And
you
the
get
hidden
to
frames,
see
and it's
different-
fire.
It's good.
So
But
y'all doing that on 90K? Hey,
1,000 years,
Listen.
and who's not to say that they're going to step it up? Because we got Bleach coming at the end of this year. It's coming back.
Listen,
Season
the
2.
animator said season 2 of Bleach. Don't care. What
Boy,
season
he
is
got
Demon Slayer
some
3
big
coming out?
britches to fill. Oh, and what's next? So what's the other one
Demon
that you
Slayer.
named?
Demon
Damn it.
Slayer.
Now, everybody
like I
always
said, carried
says,
by the
which I
animation.
don't agree. I don't agree.
Carried.
But for what everybody is always saying that it's carried by the animation, I refuse to believe that One Piece will be better than an anime that's carried by its animation from what y'all say, which it doesn't. Demon Slayer has a great storyline. Might be a little simplistic, but y'all, anyway.
Hey, listen,
everything
listen.
doesn't have to be an Attack on Titan, but we'll get there later.
The last one is JJK. If you want to go off about that one too, go ahead.
Okay, now, I ain't gonna go off too much. But I will say the animation in JJK, specifically season
Fire.
2, when he was fighting that little tree monster,
Yeah.
fire. The choreography,
JJK is fire.
fire. And what I think, honestly, what One Piece is lacking is the choreography in fights. It's not all the way
I think it's not.
it looks
that
random
is.
sometimes.
It does look random. It is, and the animation of it is good, but yeah, it's not very well choreographed.
It's
That is
not.
the
And
one
we're-
thing
But
I'm
we're
like,
coming at
I don't like
JJK,
about
who
One
is
Piece.
well choreographed. We're even coming at
Yeah.
Bleach to where they spent 160,000, and it's okay choreographed. I'm not going to sit here and say it's like at the top of the top, but it's
Yeah.
well choreographed. One Piece really has to step it up to say y'all gonna be the best
I
animation
mean, listen,
for the rest of
we
this
know
year.
we know what's coming up. We know based on the manga,
do.
we know what's
If
coming
you-
up.
If you read the manga, you
Hey,
know.
listen.
All I
Joy
know
Boy,
is that Gear 5 better be like that.
Yeah, no, I bet it has to be like that. Based on
It has to be.
the way they got to piece it together from the manga panels, it's got to be epic. It has to be epic, which is why I think he's saying what he's saying. Like, he's like, look, everybody's been anticipating Gear 5 for how long now? Like, we gonna make it what people want it to be.
I think that's the issue, is that people are anticipating. So even if it doesn't like hype up to that quality, I think the fact that people are anticipating it so much is that people are going to push it to that quality, even if it is or isn't.
Well, it could go either way. Honestly, it could be how I usually am, where people hype something up for me so much, and then I see it and like it's good, but y'all hyped it up too much, so now it's like I'm not impressed at all. Or everyone's gonna do.
Y'all, we saw Shanks in like the manga.
Oh yeah, the Shanks manga.
And Joe was like, "It was good, but y'all."
I was expecting more the way y'all hyped it up.
We got to see Shanks work.
I mean, no, he definitely did some work. I can't wait to see it animated.
Okay,
because that's gonna be fire too.
It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
But
let's go.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
Hey everybody, appreciate your patience. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties, so we had to record our second part of our episode in different locations. Obviously, you can see Preston's got some new anime merch in the background.
I'm at my house,
so
y'all.
Yeah, he's at his house. So we apologize. Appreciate you guys bearing with us. And let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all. So this next segment, anime impact. Like we said before, we want to talk about the impact the anime has on our lives, as well as the guests we'll bring on. We'll make sure that they share their stories as well. Obviously, like we all know, anime is more than a cartoon. If you're watching this, you are an anime lover or getting into anime, and you'll soon discover there's life lessons to be learned. There's impact to be made on your lives, whether deep or surface level, doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, all forms of art can do that, but anime just obviously has a special place in all of our hearts. So, with that being said, Preston's going to start us off talking about the impact, some of the shows that have impacted our lives and things we've learned. So, go ahead, Pete.
So, let's get started. We have One Piece now. Of course, it's GOAT Piece for me, but we have One Piece. So, what I learned about One Piece, and I know it's cliche to say that everybody always says this about One Piece, but it is indeed about the journey. It's about your ups, it's about your downs, it's about the good, it's about the bad, and it's about how all of that comes together to make you a better person. Even though, like, we want to get to the One Piece, it's about the journey. You build those characteristics, you build those ambitions, those goals, all of that stuff comes before your ultimate blessing. So, it's okay. Like, it's okay to fight. It's okay to do all of that good stuff, but it builds your character. It builds you so that finally, when you get to that blessing, that One Piece, you can appreciate it that much more.
Can y'all tell
that's my one
can y'all tell he was raised in the church and still in the church? Ain't nothing wrong with that, by the way.
I use the word
because I
blessing.
also am. Yeah. I like it, P. No shots, bro.
Amen.
Well, since you started One Piece, I'll also talk about One Piece a little bit. Man, the thing that I've taken away a lot from One Piece, especially someone who's been binging and finally caught up on it in the past couple of months, man, the world is a lot bigger than where you start, where your life began, where you grew up, your hometown, whatever, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
The world's a lot bigger than what you think you know. There's so much out there, so many people, so many things to discover, so many beautiful sights to see. So don't be too comfortable. There's nothing wrong with loving home. Just don't be too comfortable with home.
Absolutely.
And also with One Piece, there's evil everywhere. And not to be like, I don't know, just I've seen that in my life to places where I'm like, this seems like a great place, you know, like, or this place that I'm going or something that I'm doing, like even work, bro, like even NFL, like you think is just a dream job. Nah, there's evil everywhere, bro. Like it's not always what's cracked up to be or what you think it's gonna be, and you gotta be ready to adapt. But also with that, man, there are amazing people everywhere. Regardless, you could be going to, you know what I'm saying? You could be going to Impel Down, and there you find Jinbei, you know what I'm saying?
And I was just about to say, or you can go to like the opposite and look at Whole Cake Island. It looks like this amazing place to be, but there is some heinous stuff going down with all of this fuzz and sunshine.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
Impel Down being a place you think is horrible, and you find some great people in there too.
Bond Clay.
Hey, listen, honorary Straw Hat. I'm not gonna do it. Just Bond Clay. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna leave it, P. Bon Clay over Sanji and Usopp.
Now,
Done.
see, why
That's all
would
I
you
gotta
do
say.
that? Why would
That's all I
you
gotta
say
say.
that? And
That's all I gotta
then
say. That's all I
why
gotta
would you?
say.
But why would you do that and say we gonna leave it? Because you know I want to
Because-
fight that.
And anyone who knows. If you have seen anything from every single instance of Bon Clay and Luffy, one of the best straw hats, best honorary straw hat, should be an actual straw hat, and loyalty level is only second to Luffy. I mean, not Luffy. Sorry, to Zoro. Sorry, my bad. I apologize. Loyalty level only second to Zoro. Period. Point blank. And if anyone wants to argue me that, come let me know. We can hop you on here and we can argue for sure. Because I will die.
Why would you even
die
go
with this?
Why would you even go
My
to
bad.
this segment? No, because you know
P,
what you
go.
did.
No, we can't. We ain't got time. We ain't got
You
time.
bring up Usopp and then okay, fine. I'm just saying.
Go ahead, P. What's next? Go ahead, P.
Next, we have Your Line April. For everybody who knows me, knows that like I am a musician. I love to play piano. I love.
He
music.
nice on the keys. Don't be humble. Don't be humble with it.
I'm
Don't be
okay.
humble with it, Mister. I can beat you in a race, but you okay on the keys. Don't be humble with it. Don't be humble with it. Don't. Yeah, exactly. That's what you gonna see.
At
That's what you
piano,
gonna see. Yeah,
I'm
Mister. I
decent.
went to school for piano.
I did,
Anyway,
but,
keep
I'm
going,
decent.
Mister.
Anyway,
I play every Sunday. Keep going.
What? I mean, there's a lot of people that play on Sunday.
Okay. You right. But let's not do this because you know better. You know better.
You brought up Usopp, so
Do you?
there
Do I
go.
need? Never mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Keep going.
No,
Keep
you
going.
can't. No, you no. Okay,
Yeah, exactly.
so
Because you know exactly where I'm going. Exactly. So
All right,
don't do
anyway,
this.
anyway,
Because I will
anyway.
put you out there.
anyway, well, you can't.
I know. I won't. But I could. Keep going. Your line, April. What you got to say about it? What you learned from that, Pre? Keep
So
going.
your line, April, taught me. you are really messed up. It taught me really to be your own person, accept who you are, and live your
Except
life
that you're
for
nice on the keys. Except that you're nice on the keys.
Live your life purely for the sake of you and nobody else. Here we find the main character, like he was living his life, like his mom used to legit hit him just so he could become better at piano. And what happened is there was so much expectation for him to be this amazing pianist that he lost all the love that he had for it, even to the point where he would start playing and it would feel like he's drowning. Like all he could hear was just the blocks and knocks on the keys.
Man
Couldn't
the
hear
music.
anything. So I say that to say, man, live your life for you and definitely be your own person. Accept you for you, your flaws and alls. It's going to bless somebody. It might not feel like it at that time, but I promise you're here for a reason. And just keep doing you, man. Accept you. You are enough.
Again, I'm gonna go back to accept the fact that you're nice on the keys and that your gift has blessed some people. Accept it, P. Accept it. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it all against you. Yeah, I'm gonna use it all against you.
Your next one is
My next one is Hunter x Hunter. Big Hunter x Hunter fan. Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter. Don't matter. We're not gonna get into that whole debate of whether the X is supposed to be pronounced or not. It's there. So I personally will pronounce it. I'll pronounce it. But in Hunter x Hunter, the thing that I took away from most is, especially with the parallel between Meruem and Gon, is just like there's two sides to every person. And your perception of that person may not exactly be what they are. It may just be what they're portraying. Or, just like people have bad instances, bad moments, bad times, like just have rough times that they go through. We use Gon, for example, like this kid, which we don't know if he truly is innocent, but what we've seen and portrayed by him is innocence. This good kid who's kind-hearted. He's kind-hearted, P. Yes, you're going to use the armadillo scene. He is a good kid.
He is a sociopath.
Listen, my man went through some stuff. His boy got killed right in front of him, and it was his fault. Like, let's not do that.
Sociopath.
Anyway, so obviously Gon has a dark side to him, right? But we also get to see Meruem, who is this monster from the jump. Like the second he pop out, off with their heads, off with all their heads, and at the end we get to see him like have this soft moment, this sweet moment. I forgot her name. I don't know why. Komugi or something like that. Kamugi? Kamugi?
It might be like
I think it's Kamugi. I love them, and I got them. I got them up there. I got them right up there playing. I think it was Go.
Her name
whatever
always
it was.
escapes me though.
Yeah, but you got to see the parallels between them. Like you can't just judge a book by its cover type thing. There's like the whole iceberg thing. Like what you see on the surface is just the surface. There's so much more underneath that. Like 10% of the iceberg is on top of the water, 90% is underneath. So
absolutely,
yeah, that's what I got from that. What else? What else you got, P?
That was good. That was good.
Appreciate you.
Plus,
I'm trying.
I know everybody says, but the parallels in Hunter x Hunter are second to none.
On point, bro. That's why it's in my
Chimera
top
Anarch.
3.
It was now Chimera Anarch is not my top arc in Hunter x Hunter, but it's up there.
Great arc. It's a great arc.
York New is number one.
York New is fire. York New is fire. But anyway, what's your next impact?
Cool.
P? Talk to me.
So
Talk to him.
my next one, Attack on Titan. Now I know you're asking, what lessons can you learn from Attack on Titan?
How to manipulate.
Honestly,
How to step on people.
Well, there's a lot you could learn about freedom, but I went to like the most surface level thing,
Just fine.
and that is life is precious, and a lot of the times we take that for granted. Being alive, I'm just saying, being alive
keep going.
is a gift, and we take it for granted. There are so many people that we see that are lying sick in their hospital beds, can't walk for themselves, can't talk for themselves. But hey, yo, bro, we out here every day, no matter how hard life gets. We're out here breathing, walking on our own, talking on our own, able to do all of these things. And I think sometimes we just need to sit back and just be thankful that we are alive. I know life be lifing. I get it. Life be lifing. But you still got another day to fight. And man, that one for me hit hard because we'll get into that later, but life has been lifing and life still lifes. But
life will always
every day
life.
When you wake up, you got another chance to get it right. You got another opportunity to make something happen. So if I took away nothing from Attack on Titan, it's that life is precious and just be thankful to be alive.
I like that one, P. I like that one. That might be my favorite one from you. I like that one, bro. Again, not surface level. That was deep.
I mean,
hey, listen, it was deep. People be going through some stuff, bro. People be
dying in that. I just want to be alive. I just want to be alive.
Yeah, you don't want to get stepped on and have your teeth be shooting at you.
We can't. No. Well, technically, it's not animated. Spoiler anymore. It's been animated.
Shoot, that ain't spoiler.
I'm surprised that they put that in there, though.
I'm not at all. Anyway, next for me. Go. Yu Yu Hakusho. And I'm actually going to kind of pair it a little bit with Full Metal Alchemist because I'm going to take a quote from Full Metal, but also the most of it came from Yu Yu. But that there is no growth, no lessons to be learned without some sort of pain, some sort of sacrifice. Like you can't grow easily, right?
Absolutely.
Like even a seed, like it has to push through the shell of the seed to even start growing, right? Like, and through the soil, like there's so much to go on. And we see Yusuke go through so much pain, literal pain for this particular character. When he's training with Genkai, where he's on a needle, on the spike or whatever, having to balance out his spiritual pressure, where he turned to him in order for him to master the spirit way before he's even ready. Genkai passes on to him. This man literally pretty much dies and comes back to life. Like, bro literally dies. And then once he gets through that, there's still more for him to get through because he has to realize that Genkai is gone. Like she's gone. Like where did she go? Like she was supposed to be there for me. And now she done dipped out and is dead. Like she ain't just dip out. Like she got killed.
I mean, dipped out is crazy.
But she's not there. It's like there's and just that aspect of it too. Like he grew in his power level, but then he had to grow emotionally and as an individual, as a person after that. And like how do you like Pete said, like life be lifing. Like that was a huge life moment for him.
And that dude went through it. What he went through to get that spirit orb. And then not to mention there was still so much growth that he had to do even within the fight And
That's what I'm
Tagoro
saying,
was
bro,
like, "Nah, we gonna grow you up real
like,
quick."
yeah, he like, oh, you need
We
to step
need
it up.
more.
You done stepped up, but you still got all this. You still got a whole mountain to climb, boss. Let's get you there. Let's go, because I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time for this. I'm trying to die too.
That's crazy though. I
But
need
it
you
was
to do
facts. I mean, who else was gonna do it?
Man.
So yeah, and then I guess I paralleled it with Full Metal Alchemist because I mean, obviously, Edward and Alphonse have to learn a lot. Obviously, they tried to bring the mom back. They went through a whole bunch, but like Edward's quote, I think I forgot the girl's name, but it's like in the first arc where they go to the city where the priest is a fraud and he's using a janky philosopher's stone, and he's like, look, there are no painless lessons. Like, there are none. Every lesson you learn is going to come with some sort of pain. Pick yourself up. You got two good legs. Pick yourself up and keep going. Like, that's what he says. And I like, hands down, one of my favorite quotes of anime of all time. So
That's good.
all right, P. What's your next one, P? I think this might be our last one. One more each.
My
So.
last one. Fairly newer anime, but still pretty good lessons. I'm gonna go with My Hero Academia.
Okay.
My Hero Academia teaches us that one, anything is possible, and two, you can be a hero no matter how strong or how weak you are. But let's go back to the first one. Anything is possible. We have Deku, who all he wants to do is to be a hero. I mean, that's it. And when you have 80% of the population that has
that would
quirk,
say yeah. In that
Like,
world, that's pretty simple standard.
it's simple. Like, you should be able to do that. Come to find out, this dude has no capability of being nobody's superhero. No. And yet, with no superpowers, dude is still the episode 1 jumped in to save his classmate with no superpowers, no nothing.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Not all heroes wear capes. But even to speak to that, again, anything is possible. Whatever dream you have, whatever ambition you have, go for it. Not in a million years would I think I would be doing a podcast. Never in a million years would I have... With Joe. Never in a million years would I have, thought, I'm doing a podcast with an NFL player. Like, never.
Right,
I never would have thought that, like, things that are going on with music in me would never be happening. I never would have thought that I would be married to my beautiful wife. I mean, loud. It's like, I just say that is loud. We can turn that down later. But yeah, so I say that to say, like, anything is possible. Go out for your dreams. Go get it. Go chase it. Go get it. Anything is possible. That's what My Hero has taught me.
There you go. That's some good lessons. P, hey, listen, P, you talk about surface level stuff. You're not on the surface level, bro.
I mean,
you're not on the surface level. It's not, bro. Some people need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully they can pick up an anime and watch it. If you ain't watched it yet, pick it up and watch it.
The lessons are real. But go ahead, Joe.
Lessons are real, bro. All right, my last one, my new favorite anime right now. It's not going on my list.
If I had an organ, I promise you, I'd be playing behind him right now. About to take us to church.
My last one, bro. Blue Lock is, first of all, amazing. And I'm going to say this. Someone said this. I think it was Tracy Allen.
It was Tracy
Allen. Yep. This man said, why is Blue Lock not in the talks for the new Gen 3? It should be. And it should have solidified a spot with one season. It should have. It's done. It should be in there. It's so good. But anyway.
When we get to U20, y'all just don't know.
Listen. No, we're not gonna spoil it yet.
Go ahead, Joe.
Man, pain, listen, grit, hard work, dedication, want to, desire, pain and defeat, joy and victory, and joy and I'm speaking from a sports perspective right now when I say this last part, but the joy of crushing someone else's dream, bro, that's in your way of accomplishing your own, I'm sorry, and not to be some evil person, but there's something different about that, bro. I'm on the court, I'm on the grass, I'm on the field, and I just dominated you. Like, you couldn't do nothing. Like, you are a stepping stone in my progress, in my journey, in my passion, and I'm gonna do everything I can to crush you. As my boy Isagi likes to say, devour. I'm gonna devour everybody out here. And man, there's, as an athlete, especially at one of the highest levels of my sport, Like it's just something. There's just this feeling, bro. Like when you, and no disrespect, like I respect every single person I go against, unless they start talking trash when they ain't doing nothing. We won't get there. We won't go into that. But I respect everybody out there. But bro, like you're in my way. Like I'm trying to go make an impact on this game, and I'm not trying to like watch you do something or watch my other teammates do something. Though I will celebrate and be happy for my teammates to succeed because that's what I want. I love my boys. I love my teammates. I'm here to support every single one of them. Even if I don't like you, but we're on the same team and we got the same goal. We're trying to win. So I'm going to support and be happy and celebrate. But I want to make that impact. I want to make that tackle. I want to force that fumble. I want to scoop and score. I want to get that pick six. Like, I want to do that. And that's why I'm out here. Why else would I be out here if I'm not going to do that? Like, if I'm not going to put all this, if I put all this work in, all this sweat, all this tears, I done drug my wife and my kids all over the place, bro. In 2 months, my first year, I was on 4 teams. 4 teams. And in my 2 years ago, I was bouncing around from Denver to Tampa to Nashville. Like, it's been tough. And if I'm gonna put my family through all that, if I'm gonna put myself through all that stress, not knowing if I'm gonna have a job or not, fighting for my job every time, like, bro, I'm gonna put my best foot forward and go out there and kick some butt.
No,
and ain't nobody about to get in my way. Like, it's just not. I'm not about to let it happen. And I'm not gonna win every time. That's why I said there's pain and defeat, but there's also a lesson. Like I mentioned before, like there's no painless lesson, but I'm gonna use that so that I don't have to feel that again, and I can go get this dub. There's something like, bro. So chill out, P.
Hey, yo, so the doors of the church are now open. Will there be one?
Oh my god!
You can come on down the aisle right now. I'm just saying.
So
man, preach the sermon.
Bro, I'm sorry. There's something about it. I don't know. There's something about it. But Blue Lock has been my most relatable, and I've taken a lot, and I've identified a lot with that anime. So, yeah. But that's it, y'all.
I think that's it.
Listen, assuming I'm gonna say this in here, assuming this actually records and we don't have no more technical issues, y'all. Listen. Matter of fact, I'm about to stop this recording and I'm gonna say it again. No, never mind. We just gonna do it. Listen. We just gonna do it. Day 1 of trying to record this, I didn't press the record button. Day 2, we had Wi-Fi issues. Day 3, we had Wi-Fi issues. Or not day 2, attempt number 2, we had Wi-Fi issues and we didn't get the full recording. We got part of it. That's why we had the technical difficulties and we had to splice this up. Today, we got Wi-Fi issues. But assuming we get through this, bro, listen, y'all. I'm a be, bro.
Y'all have no
I've been so hot. We've been so hot.
Y'all have
and if this goes through, if this green bar gets all the way to the end, it says 100% and it says downloaded, y'all, I might.
Y'all don't get it.
I don't know,
like,
bro.
I wish,
I don't know, bro.
Like that first night, we talked for a good, about
30
45,
minutes.
30, 45?
Yeah, something. I don't know what it was. And the press was like, Joe, we didn't press the record button. I said, ain't no way. I got up. I said, all right, bro, I'm done. We'll try again tomorrow. I'm done. I got up, went upstairs.
Then the next night, like we looking good. All of a sudden, my Wi-Fi started getting real,
and it just stopped recording.
And it just cut it off. It said, "You are done."
Listen, we gonna gather all the stats. I have the stats up right now, and I've been watching it this entire episode. So if you see my eyes like wander off,
I promise
that's why.
It's that.
So appreciate y'all sticking with us through episode 1 of Life with Anime Podcast. We appreciate everybody who watched, and even if nobody watched, we having fun. We love this.
Absolutely.
So we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks for episode 2 of Life with Anime Podcast.
Yes, sir. Peace.